Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Broomstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. College football playoff game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Back, it's Raiola. First play taken, a deep shot. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. first down pass attempt. Grab behind the line, it's gone. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Blue Devils come to the line in a hurry-up. They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Moves the ball up to the 30.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough to get a first down there.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. He picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Second down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The Huskers will have to kick it away. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. Not the way he wanted to kick it. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Receivers are bunched together. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. That is broken up and incomplete.
Well, the timing is so important on a hitch route against man coverage because the defender is right there with the receiver. They were slow to connect on this one, making it easy for the defender to get his hand in there.
Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He made it. 3 points on the board.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Caught near the sideline. It's Mills. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's in the clear. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back and cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. The quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution when you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
They keep him off balance with a run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To throw, it's Raiola. Pass complete on a crossing route. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Grab down the middle. It's Ives. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Mills. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. To throw, it's Raiola. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Now It comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Mills. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Throws to the tight end. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Blue Devils line it up with 1st and goal. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Extra point try coming now. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead.
That makes the score 2-24, Nebraska 14.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Has the first down and more. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. They get the second half started with their running play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Good enough for first down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Back to throw again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with
Oh, they trap him for a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the ground. It's Brown. They bring him down after a short gain there. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes a diving grab there. Beautiful.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. And with the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
And the Blue Devils line up with a 1st and goal. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game.
That makes the score 31, Nebraska 21.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away.
31, Nebraska 28.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. They misfire in 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. He'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Dropping back, it's Wyola. Blocked by the receiver. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the play. Brings up second down.
All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff?
Nebraska, 28.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Wyola. Snags a good throw. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Huskers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
DHC up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. And the single back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback operating an empty set. They look to throw it here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Mills.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. That pass is caught. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Caught in the backfield. It's Nelson. They can't stop him. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Grab down the middle. It's Mills. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's hit as he throws it. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it falls incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. changing the play at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Here he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He wins the foot race to the end zone. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball is even thrown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to throw. It's Raiola. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Blue Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And the Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Nebraska, 38.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking for a late, deep throw. Caught at the 30. Still running. And they finally get him. He runs out of space and time. That's it. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.